African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. I'm your host of In the Room, and this segment of In the Room is called Sports Talk.
Hi, everyone. I'm Phil Townsend, co-host of In the Room with Vance Bradford.
My name is Jeremiah Watts, and my segment here on 10 TV In the Room Sports is just a doggone minute.
I'm Terry Rayford Sr. here, retired military. My segment is Everything is Outside the Box with T-Rex.
It's your boy Marc Howard, 10 TV, that's the African American Network, where they have a local feel and a global reach. Tune in to Sports Talk In the Room, where it's Marc's rant, where I let him have it on what I feel about what's going on, whether it be sports or something political out in the world here.
I want to welcome everybody. It's Monday night, y'all. You hear my theme music, you know what time it is. It's Sports Talk on 10 TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. Oh! Come on in and join us tonight as we talk about the finals. It's already started, y'all. It's 1-1. Got a good one going, y'all. The NBA Finals. We got our segments we're going to talk about. Thinking outside the box. Just a doggone minute. Marc's rants. Commentary from my co-host, Mr. Phil Townsend. And we got a special guest tonight, y'all. So no further ado, let me bring the crew in tonight, y'all. I'm gonna start out in the West Coast. My best friend from high school, man, doing his thing, representing the military, Mr. Terry Rayford.
Hello, everybody. How you doing, Vance? Glad to be here.
Good seeing you, bro.
Yeah, it's good seeing everybody.
Okay. You had a good weekend?
Had a great. Well, no, I was out in the back. You know what I do when it's time this year. I'm out there cleaning and scrubbing.
Okay. Well, sometimes that's good though. That's good therapy, man. You know.
That is true. It's good therapy. Got some good sleep.
It's all good. Well, let me keep bringing in the fellas, man. All right. We're gonna jump to the Midwest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring my co-host, Terry. If you would have saw the show last night, it's a show we did called Changing with the Times, man. Mm-hmm. And we talked a lot about the mass shootings. My co-host put it down, man. Mr. Philip Townsend. Yes, man. Yes, sir. What's up, Phil?
What's up, baby? Hey, look, appreciate the love.
Throwing at them LUs. You throwing up the LUs?
You know it.
Sound like a winner to me, man. Okay, so we're going to keep it going. I'm going to give a shout out. Oh, yeah. Well, that'll work then. We're going to stay in the Midwest. Representing he's the host of the Two Dogs Sports Talk out of Tulsa.
Made it here.
He came on. He showed up, man. Show some love for my man, Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
Man. What's up?
Jeremiah.
Some money, Vance. Man, I bet Vance $100 you wouldn't show up.
I know, baby.
It's his wife's birthday. He's not coming on.
Well, the first lady,
hey, she fell asleep after eating, so I said, no, I got to come on and talk noise to Phil real quick, you know.
Oh, I appreciate
that. Marc said.
Hey, we got everybody showing up, man. So we good. We rolling, man. So let me keep bringing in the crew, man. We're gonna go back out to the West Coast where my best friend lives. Also, he's our national touring comedian. Just came off the road with a show with Eddie Griffin. We need to ask him, man, about that. Just did a show with Eddie, man. Eddie is a true stand-up, a pro. But tonight we got my main man. He came back, Mr. Marc Howard. What's up, Marc?
What do you mean came back? I was a little behind. I'm kind of going through some stuff. It took me a second.
Yeah, we just so happy to see you, brother. I'm glad you hearing everything is good. Yeah. I just told him, man, you just did your thing with Eddie Griffin. So
that was nice.
Yes. A couple of dates. It was fun. Eddie's cool. He's that's my man. And when you sit there, a lot of people want to sit there and be backstage with him. He doesn't have filters.
Okay.
And nice guy, don't get me wrong. He doesn't have filters. And if you ain't ready for it,
Mark,
that's that case being.
Hey, Mark, when you get that TV show, man, don't forget about us, man. When you get on that TV show, don't forget about us.
Yeah, sure. What's your name again?
We can talk a little bit more. Speaking of being backstage, y'all, we got a special guest that's backstage, man, and we asked him to come on tonight to join us, and he's pretty much a regular. So when he come on, he fits right in with us, y'all. Out of Houston, Texas, by way of the Air Force. So I just put it like that. Show some love for my man Larry Williams in the house, y'all. What's up, Larry?
Hey man, just glad to be with you important fellows.
What's going on?
Man, look at here, man. The way we looking on the restream, and also on your smart TV, y'all, on Roku, you can watch us right now. It looks beautiful on that bad fella. And then assembled below me, man, is some bad fellas that can talk some sports tonight. So, fellas, we're gonna talk some NBA Finals. That's what's happening. That's what's going on at the time. So,
hey, man, I think we need to start off with OU women's softball, man. Come on now.
Whoa.
Hey, just gonna leave OU women's softball out, man.
Didn't they get beat?
No. They're going to a championship game starting Wednesday, baby.
Didn't they get beat?
They got beat first game, then they came and shut UCLA out to go to a championship game, baby. Don't go there.
But they still got a loss on that. So
it don't matter. It's about who in the championship.
So whoever come up.
No. Let me explain it to you. They only need the one game to go to the championship on Wednesday. They got that. Okay. So now they got to win the best next 2 out of 3, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and win it again.
Hey, I'm going to be that guy. Are we really going to spend this much time talking about women's softball?
Hey, man, if you're a true sports fan, man, they can play a little bit.
I am. So let me be a true sports fan. We don't care about softball. Let's move on.
Hey, Marc, equal opportunity around here, brother. We talk about it all on both sides.
It's all about OU. It's going to be OU against OSU in the championship.
Okay.
We're trying to do a show, so equal opportunity aside, it's all about
It's about Oklahoma, baby. Hey, Phil, don't leave me hanging. You from Oklahoma, don't leave me hanging.
Phil gonna stay.
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, Phil. I know.
Yeah. You must be on mute, Phil, but we're gonna stay to the show script. All right.
We ain't never script no softball.
We're gonna jump to the NBA Finals. Okay. So our Boston Celtics fans, Terry, we're gonna hold back. Our Boston Celtic, Terry, not Terry. I mean Phil. Well, first of all, let's see where Larry Williams.
Hey, you confused today? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out. I know Phil picked the Celtics. You guys, you other two over there wishy-washy. I don't know if you're Celtics this week or the Warriors.
Jeremiah says for the Warriors.
Well, we'll ask Larry. What's that, Larry?
I told you guys the other day when I put it on the chat. I told, and Jeremiah can attest to it because he read it out after me. I told you it's going to be Boston going to win the first game, and then they're going to let the Warriors win one at home. They're going to win 2 in Boston. Going to come back and let them win 1 more at home, and then they're going to win it in Boston. That's the order.
I'm sorry. You lost me, Larry. You lost me, Larry, on those numbers.
That's all right. We'll find each other after that.
He's saying it's going 4-2 Boston.
4-2 Boston.
Oh, 4-2 Boston. Okay. But the way you said it, like Golden State was going to win 2 in Boston, or somebody was going to win 2 straight in Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
Oh.
I don't think so, but that's
I
don't think so either. I know.
That shirt that he got on is shining too bright because it done confused him, thinking Boston's going to win 2 down there in Boston.
I think they could be lucky to win 1.
Wow.
Hey, if I recall, Jeremiah and Marc didn't even think Boston was going to even compete the first game. I mean, from what I was told, y'all said they played too long and they was going to come in there and the Warriors going to, so you guys have to you got to rekindle that fire that y'all was talking about to get my respect again. So,
it's like that. Oh, Larry, come on, man.
We in the finals now, man. This ain't the prelims no more. It's the finals.
Okay.
I mean, I know for me, I had a flip-flop. I thought that Boston would win game 2 and lose game 1 because I figured the first game at home, Golden State would be live and Boston sat long enough.
I remember.
But I have Boston winning this series because I've said it clearly. I don't know how many times I got to say this. And I know the audience knows. Boston is the better team.
Thank you.
But the better team does not always win.
Are they going to win?
In a series, they usually do.
Yeah. Usually. That's not 100%. Usually.
100% guaranteed. If I was 100% guaranteed, I'd put all the money I got on it.
But he got Boston. Hey, come on, he got Boston. Phil got Boston. Phil, we can't hear you, man.
You're on mute, man. You're on mute.
Hear you.
Your producer didn't help you today?
I'm sorry,
okay.
But I don't believe I heard Marc say that the best team would win 100% of the time. See, that's, again, Vance and Jeremiah jump into accusations. If you're going to tell the story the way Marc said it.
What are you talking about?
Marc did not say the best team always wins.
We didn't say that neither.
You did. You said that the best team doesn't win 100% of the time.
And he said usually. And I said, usually. That don't mean all the time.
Again, Marc never at any point said it was 100% of the time.
Put another pretzel in your mouth. Go ahead. Put another pretzel in your mouth.
Okay, what happened to Larry? Okay. Well, anyway, so listen, we're gonna stick with the Boston, y'all, which is strictly Boston talk right now. Jason Tatum. Okay, first game, he didn't score that well, but he did have 13, 14 assists.
13
assists. Next game, he scored 20 plus. What do you think's what's happening with Jason Tatum, Jeremiah?
That's just the way he go. He every series, Tatum, he's gonna have at least 2 series where he's gonna snake the joint up. It's just now he's buying into Udoka's logic of, hey, if you can't make the points, you can help us somewhere else. But you know, Tatum's gonna do that. And then he might, towards the end of the game, he might crack and start to have about 5-6 turnovers in a row. That's just the way it flows. But without Tatum, Boston don't have a chance. So they got to have Tatum. They don't have a chance without him. Because you cannot depend on White, Smart, and Harford to score points like they did in game 1. Okay. If you depending on that, I got some land I need to sell you if you depending on that.
In the middle of the ocean.
Well, that helps me out. Co-host, talk to me about Jaylen Brown's role.
Well, there you have it. The thing is that if Tatum's not doing his thing, and Jaylen Brown, look, it's already. That's why I laugh when he says if Tatum doesn't have it, Boston can't win anything. I think they just proved that they can win a game when Tatum doesn't have it.
They won a few games.
Hold on, Phil. Get my words right. Get my words right. If Tatum don't have it, Boston cannot win this series. I didn't say a game. I said series. Series is more than a game, Phil.
What makes up a series? Games. Games make up a series. So if he does it again,
let Tatum get hurt for the rest of the series. Let's see how quick Boston wins.
I wasn't my time.
Okay, Phil, it's your time. I did direct you towards.
Look, I was going to give Jeremiah credit for saying and repeating all of the earlier stuff that I've already said before, because he actually sounded intelligent until he came into this part. So, in other words, I'm finished, but I'm good.
All right. Hey, okay. So at this time, man, we need Marc.
Lord, that was a good one.
Marc, tell us Boston's role players. How important are they role players in this series?
Well, I mean, role players are always very important. I mean, it's just about how well they can step up on the road. I mean, they'll do better at home. To piggyback on that with Tatum, they're switching people up and switching up things on him. They focused on him defensively. The first game, he missed wide open shots. Don't get me wrong. I don't think their defense was that great. He missed wide open looks, but he did adjust. He didn't. And one thing, he had a lot of turnovers. He had a lot of assists, but he didn't have a lot of turnovers. He only had 2 turnovers. Mm-hmm. And Jaylen Brown was able to get there. And Horford and White were getting the same looks that they got in game 2. They just weren't knocking them down. And I'm not trying to say it like as if ho-hum, because they definitely need them to knock those shots down. Excuse me. They need them to knock those shots down, but they weren't able to do so this time in Golden State, which is funny because very rarely do I want to quote the guy Skip Bayless, but he is right. Steph and them are the biggest front runners known to man.
I mean, you ain't jumping over
no. I ain't jumping on nothing. I'm just saying to you, they can front run, and once Boston was, the role players definitely were overwhelmed with that. They're not so. It's one of those things in a row. Look, Boston did their job. The role players did their job. They stole a game at home to take the home court. Now, what they can do in the home court, we'll see, because they play better on the road than they play at home. It's shown so far in the playoffs.
Yeah. That's a little opposite. Okay, so Larry.
Opposite of what?
Normally the role players play better at home. That's all.
Well, no, that's true. But I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm saying Boston as a team has done worse at home. They've lost games at home. So.
Okay. So Larry, talk to me about the coach, man. Boston's coach. Assess his two-game situation. What do you think?
Well, first of all, he come from pedigree, man. And believe me, it ain't easy for me to say this, but it's the truth. Popovich is probably one of the best connectors to dots that there ever was. So anybody that learned from him understood how to with players and with players, connect with players. I mean, anything is possible, and that's what he's done. He doesn't. He's not too low. He knows when to pull the string, when to let him ride. And again, I give him credit because there's no way I'm coming in. You said he's going to be a rookie coach with the team that he would get this far, but after 6 games, you saw he was the real deal.
Okay, thank you, man. Well, that'll bring me to a station break, and with that, the next voice you're gonna hear, and I know we did, Terry. I'm gonna let you after we come back after your segment. We're gonna talk about them Warriors, brother. You can have that. But right now, you take a station break, and then when we come back, though, we're gonna talk. We're gonna have our first favorite segment of the night. You tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. It's Sports Talk, y'all. June the 6th. Hope everybody had a great weekend. So right now, we're gonna transition to our first favorite segment of the night, a segment we call Thinking Outside the Box with my main man, T-Rex. T-Rex, what you thinking about tonight, brother?
Well, hello, everybody. First of all, I'm going to make this real personal. There's a little city up there where I used to go to work when I was with the railroad. It's called Rialto. And Thursday, the elementary school was at the park. And
gunfire shot at the children. I don't know if they was aiming for the children or someone else. But America, we got to get rid of this gun violence. I understand your Second Amendment, and I agree with it. But you need to have some kind of laws where just everybody can't get a gun or buy one offline. That guy who killed the doctor, everybody was trying to say it was racist, but the doctor was black and he was black, so he was just in pain. But shooting children and children killing children shouldn't. If a person can't legally buy alcohol until 21, why can't he not buy a gun until 21? I still don't understand some of the logic that our government has in place. So America, your the elections are coming up right now for your local and your governor. So get out and vote. Make sure you put your words out, because just like I found out Thursday was so close to home on Friday, we all was at my granddaughter's field day. We should not be the ones protecting our children. The police and the government should protect our children. So vote. Please vote. Can't tell you enough. This is right from the heart. I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to make any jokes. Young people are our future, and they're killing our children. So this is T-Rex, and I'm outside the box, and you need to get in the box and vote. Thank you, Vance. Vance.
Yeah, baby boy. Hey, magic. Well, thank you for that, Terry. That was very eloquently said. Man, it's getting crazy, y'all. Just like you said, we had a show last night called Changing with the Times, and we talked about a lot of that, especially the mass shooting thing, man. And it's not only that, just our lawmakers, what they're doing, and like I said, my co-host, he put on the show, y'all. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it back, we're gonna edit it up and replay it in case you missed it. And you got to check him out, man.
I will check that out, Phil.
Yeah, Phil did an outstanding job, man. And then, and I want to give our producer some kudos for gathering the panel that she put together. And she can put together some people. She knows some people and that know some things. And last night panel, I do want to thank Judge Yolanda Huff. Want to thank Officer Alonzo Harden. Want to thank Pastor Brown. Also want to thank John Saunders, who hung in there with us. We had a little technical difficulty with his volume and everything, but he hung in there with us, and we could definitely have him back. But man, I just once again want to say thank those panelists for coming in and sharing their knowledge. We had talked about a little mental health. We had the pastor talking about the church, what they're doing. Then we had Officer Alonzo Harden, which is in a kind of difficult kind of spot, being a policeman, man, and he did an outstanding job. And one thing I like about Alonzo, he does want to get out in the community and reach the community, man. And then shutting it down when Mr. Townsend shut it down, y'all. Y'all got to see that. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna shut it down. But let's move on, y'all. Let's keep talking sports, man.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about cops and judges making me itch.
Well, baby, you got to.
I love the law.
Fingerprint. You got to leave the fingerprint, baby. So Terry, let's talk about these Warriors, man. So the Warriors came back the second game, kind of blew them out. So did the Warriors show you anything? Because after the first game where they lost the lead and Boston came back, they was So did the Warriors show you anything?
When it comes to the first game, I think Boston just snook them. I mean, they were supposed to win that game, and it's supposed to always happen, and Boston just took them. I think the second game they came in shooting for them, and when the third quarter came and Boston was making that little bitty run, they just went crazy on them. So I still roll them with Golden State. I still say, Boston only going to win that one. I think Golden State going to sweep them at home and come back in and out at home. Clay really doesn't play that well at home for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. And I think that's what hurt them in game 1. And I think they'll do a lot better. And Draymond, that's my boy. I mean, I think everybody needs a bully on the team, and he's definitely the bully. He is definitely. He don't stand down to nobody. If Dennis Rodman was a little bit darker, I'm sorry, I had to be Draymond Green because that man is.
You need a smart bully. Green ain't a smart bully.
Come on now. Come on now. He's gonna hang in there. He gonna show you, Jeremiah. He ain't gonna take it.
He just that's his job, and he's doing a good job.
I just want him to pick up that bottom lip. I'm tired of looking at his mouth.
Well,
why you try looking at him, Marc? I think they do.
Can't help it. His mouth stay open.
The funny thing about what Terry said is that Green is a bully. And look, you obviously must. Oh yeah, we're not talking about Boston in this segment because you would have said
they ain't got no bully.
Huh?
Boston ain't got no. Boston showed their weakness. Lil Brown threw him on the ground, and then because Javon pushed him, Mr. Green pushed him, and they gave him a technical. We all saw old boy throw him on the ground.
Yeah, he shouldn't have no technical.
Okay,
he got a technical because he kept running his mouth. The foul was he kept running his mouth.
No, he didn't get no technical when Brown threw him on the ground. That's the one where people said he should have got one, would have kicked him out the game, and they didn't.
Okay,
well, that's good.
But Brown threw him on the ground, Terry. That makes Brown the bully.
That don't make him the bully. That means just have position.
Yeah, okay.
Well, look here.
Okay.
So, Larry, let me
yes, sir.
A point guard, man, who let me ask you this though, but let me see where your mind is before we go. Just real quick. Derrick Rose or Steph Curry? Start your
what?
Derrick Rose, Steph Curry. I'm just saying.
I got healthy Derrick Rose.
Okay.
No, I'm asking.
What is there? Hey, Vance, is there any other one?
Marc,
No,
Mr. Williams.
I'm asking you: do I have a healthy Derrick Rose?
Yeah, you have a healthy Derrick Rose. You have a healthy Derrick Rose.
I'm gonna tell you why you made him stutter, Larry. I'm gonna tell you what. Go ahead.
Me myself, I would take Derrick Rose if I'm coaching. I mean, because of my style, of what I think it takes to win.
Well, I mean,
Larry, let me tell you something. You just messed up Vance's whole thing.
No, you didn't.
Larry,
You messed up Vance's whole thing.
I just asked him that. What you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Larry couldn't shoot neither, so I understand. I understand. He just said it.
You killed Vance. Vance thought he was going to get you to talk against Marc.
No, Larry said I was going to pick somebody like myself. He said because of how he plays. That's understandable.
Did he say all that? I didn't hear that.
That's understandable. Okay.
Oh, you for Jaylen Rose, huh?
He wouldn't take Curry. No, I'm playing though, Larry. I just wanted to say that's cool though. That's cool.
Hey, Larry, if you've seen the show, there was a poster up there where you had all these other guards. You had John Wall when they first started. You had Steph Curry. You had Russell Westbrook, and you had Derrick Rose. And it goes to tell who would you pick? I said, really healthy, all things being equal, Derrick Rose was the player. So he lost his mind about that, and he thought he was going to get you to take on that side.
No. Why would it?
We did that a while ago. He brought that out.
No.
That was over 3 months ago.
But the only thing that showed was that Marc and Larry's game's about the same.
No, what it does is things that people that know basketball know.
No, it's called intelligence.
Hey, no. First of all, guys, we're talking about don't get me wrong. If Steph shot down, there's really nothing he can do to dominate the game. I mean, not even pass because he's too little and not gonna let him get to the spot he wants. Derrick Rose, you can't stop his physicality, his athleticism, his shot, or him, making somebody else better. He's got the package.
Okay. Only knock on Derrick Rose is that he did not have a three.
The only knock on Derrick Rose that he didn't stay healthy.
He had no mid range.
No. He had a mid range shot.
He had no mid
range. He had a drive.
Yes, he did. Man, stop, because you don't know
what's the knock on Steph Curry?
Again, if his shot's not falling,
hold on. Let's help Jerry out. Seth Curry is okay. He's a nice role player. Are you talking about Steph Curry? Because Seth Curry is his brother.
Steph, man. Steph, man.
Did I say Steph? That's the one that's
so we can move on.
Game has developed more.
Hey, Larry. Okay, here we go. This is where my question for real.
Yeah, you move on. Yeah, you move on.
Good one, Mark.
No, we got time though. But is it? Are they putting too much on Steph Curry? They putting too much on him?
No, I mean, by far, he's exemplified that he is one of the greatest shooters to ever play this game. That in itself, because the name of the game is putting the ball in the hole. I mean, all this other stuff, like I said, I don't really care about people talking about threes. A whole lot of twos beat a few threes any day. I'll show you all the film you want to see. If a guy's shooting twos at a high percentage, he's going to beat the guy that's shooting the threes. Steph Curry is probably one of the only people that can defy that statistic. I mean, he's probably one of the ones that'll come out and hit 8 threes, like it's nothing. And it's hard to counter that, when you putting up twos and someone's coming out 8 times in a row and hitting threes.
And Derrick Rose is a hitting two type. Okay, but go ahead.
He's a basket. No, Derrick Rose is a basketball
player. He's a basketball player.
Yeah, he's a basket. But I don't think Steph is overhyped. Steph is the greatest at what he do.
Okay.
No,
and he really is a true point guard because he knows how to pass. He knows how to run off.
He knows how
they just take that load off.
I mean, Steph don't play basketball. He's not a basketball player.
No.
Of course he's a basketball player.
Hey, Vance, you want to know who's putting too much pressure on Steph? Who's putting too much pressure on Steph is his teammates.
I'm saying it's the Warriors.
No. That talk when you ask that type of question, Vance, that's saying it's the team putting too much pressure on him by the design of the game. No. Who's putting too much pressure on him is them teammates that can't hit a cotton picking shot.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah, then Vance goes in there and say that Steph can do everything. No, he can't do everything.
What you mean?
He can't defend.
He's doing everything. What is he not doing?
No, he's not.
He
ain't no rebound. He's not a rebounder.
He's defending better.
He don't get rebounds?
No.
He don't get rebounds?
He get maybe 4 rebounds a game. He's not no rebounder machine.
He's a point guard.
Okay, all right.
He's a point guard. If
my bad, Vance.
Gets 4 rebounds a game, okay, I'm cool with that.
Hey,
my bad, Vance.
I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that.
Hurt, the Boston Celtics wouldn't have a chance.
With what now? Say it again.
If Wiggins, Jeremiah said, Tate gets hurt. If Wiggins gets hurt, Golden State definitely don't have a chance.
They're gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem because they don't have nobody else that can play defense. But the difference is they don't have nobody that can play defense, but they still got them shooters. Shooters. Okay. That makes up a big difference. Even if Wiggins get hurt, it's them shooters. When you got shooters like that can get hot at the drop of a hat and shoot you out of a game, where it take a game from 3 points to 20 points in 2 minutes.
Man, Poole would never have another game like he had.
Okay.
The night.
I'm trying to see what the
Never.
You don't think so? He had a good night against
hold on. Hey,
Dallas.
I keep talking about.
We're gonna break.
I've seen Klay Thompson neutralized. I've seen Jordan Poole neutralized. So I'm just trying to figure out those shooters you're talking about. Because I've seen those same shooters.
Phil, I didn't say they don't go to the other side. I said when they start hitting and get hot, that would neutralize a lot of stuff. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened in game 1. It's just that fourth quarter they couldn't hit nothing the fourth quarter.
All right, fellas, hold on, Phil.
I would take Golden State shooters over Boston shooters any day.
Okay, we're gonna leave it right there, Phil. We're gonna leave it right there. And let's leave it right there. We'll bring it right back right after we go to our second favorite segment. We're gonna pick that right back up. Well, it's hot right there. We're gonna let it go, but y'all. You tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel in the global reach, y'all. It's sports talk. You see how we get it heated, we get it going. We put the fire up in here, y'all. So now we're gonna go to our second favorite segment of the night, y'all. The segment that we call Just a Doggone Minute, and it's hosted by Mr. Jeremiah Watts, the host of the Two Dog Sports Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jeremiah, talk to me.
What happened? We went dark.
All right, Jeremiah.
Okay, I can see you now.
Okay, Joe, you on the screen by yourself. You all good?
No, the whole screen. My whole screen just went black. That's why I was like, what
your
happened?
screen black. Okay,
yeah.
We can see you. Well, we can see you, man. So take it away. Take it away, Jeremiah. She gonna take me out, and it's on you, Jeremiah. For just a doggone minute, y'all, on TAN TV.
All right, just a doggone minute. Here we go. I was gonna do. I thought about doing green, and because I didn't know whether Draymond Green was being smart or dumb by just steady talking. Maybe he's trying to be smart to take the heat off of his teammates the refs calling fouls on his teammates, because now he just put a target on his back. So it wouldn't shock me if Draymond Green got kicked out of game 3. He got teched up real quick because he don't know how to control himself. But the main thing I want to talk about is these women that's in the world athletics, and they run track and field, and majority of them that they were talking about are Africans. And the women they were born with DSD, which is a different sex development. That means they have majority women parts, but they also have these women had men testicles inside their stomach, which is producing a high dose of testosterone. Most of these women from Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, poor areas. And because they was raised as women and everything, but they have deep voices, their chests really don't develop, and they born other women that don't have this development. They blowing them out the water. And so the world athletics is coming against them and saying they cannot run because it's an unfair advantage, because they getting high levels of testosterone from the way they were born, and they cannot compete against the women, and they making them take drugs to lower their testosterone, or they're making them have surgery to remove the testicles and things that causes them to develop different things as men. I think this is wrong. This is totally wrong in the world athletic. They need to be ashamed of themselves. But the thing is, this is happening to Black Africans that mostly come from poor areas. And so you see this high percentage in that community. And it's been discovered that when they compete against men, they cannot compete. The men blow them out the water because they still are women. the men dominates them. And so it shoots down what the world of athletic is saying. And so I just wanted to bring, I thought this was wrong. I thought this was stupid. I think that the world athletic need to be ashamed of themselves and for what they're doing. It's not like they got a sex change. They were born this way. They were not born men. They were born women. And so there's a big difference to me than someone that was born a man and now they competing against women. To me, that's an unfair advantage. But this is not an unfair advantage. This is just something that happened that they had no control over, and they can't help it. But they still have to train. They still have to get in shape. They still have to do everything everybody else have to do to compete and to be number one. So that's my spiel. Just a doggone minute. World athletic. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself and get a clue. I'm out.
Thank you, Jeremiah, for that, man. That can be a conversation that can go, and maybe we can bring it up because they got, like you say, they got one of the swimmers just won an NCAA championship, didn't he? But he was. Go ahead, Phil.
No, I was going to touch on what you're saying is that what Jeremiah obviously either he's peeping Tom or he's staking out audio or something because he is reciting everything that I say. And I know because they're forcing these naturally born women to take these drugs that make them awfully sick. Some even like birth control, and it just it just really messes them up. And again, they, like Jeremiah said, they still have to. It's not like just because they're born that way, they're going to be faster than the women. They are women. They have to do those things. But you will let a guy who, through his junior year, swim as a man, and then his senior year, swim as a woman. Now he's ranked 482nd in swimming against a man, and all of a sudden he can win a collegiate thing. Yeah. Something's just not right about that.
Yeah, but what's the difference between them and the track ones and the Africans?
Well,
what is the difference?
What it is.
Them ain't from them.
They're European, Mark.
I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you that African one that Jeremiah's talking about, I can guarantee you that if they were, let's say, disrobed, one was a natural born woman.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying to you, the difference is it them as white men that they letting them outrun the women and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just like, wow. I mean, you give Bruce Jenner Female Athlete of the Year, and I'm calling him Bruce.
and with that, y'all.
Wait a minute, hold on, Vance. You called him Bruce, and Bruce is, and he won after.
I am not. Hey, look, I'm not even laughing because I'm calling him Bruce.
Hey,
every time I see a white girl named Caitlin, I'll be like, that's that girl name up.
Hey, Mark, you earned your money on that one, y'all. Our comedic relief, you earned your comedic on that one. Hey, y'all gotta take a station break. Just tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. And y'all, we're gonna move into our third favorite segment of the night, y'all. He's on a roll. I'm gonna get him while strike it while the match is hot. Give it up. And our third favorite segment is called, just like I said, it's called simply Marc's Rants. So, Marc, what you ranting about tonight, sir?
I hope I don't lose it like Jeremiah and have all that dead air. Jeremiah, wow, that was so bad. But anyway, love you, Jeremiah. That's what you get for bringing up women's softball. I'm sticking with your person that you just talked about. That's what I want to talk about was Draymond Green. Draymond, can you keep Kevin Durant out your mouth? Stop trying to act like you didn't need Kevin Durant. You the one was crying, begging for him to come join the team when LeBron James got you. Okay, you know that first championship you won was because there was no help, and then when you thought you had it again that time, and they came back and set a record, coming back down 3-1 when they really figured you out, or really when J.R. Smith actually started playing some real defense. They took that from you. You didn't think it was good. You didn't think like everybody else tried to make that excuse that it's because you got suspended that game and that helped. No, you knew doggone well you didn't have a superstar to match the level of LeBron James. So you needed to counter that with Kevin Durant. You begged him, and then Kevin Durant made the weak move to get a championship. And then look how that went. You got the ring, you're feeling good, but it really doesn't have a good taste in your mouth. And now you realize that hey, Kevin Durant was the best. We knew Kevin Durant was the best player on that team the moment he joined them. I'm not hating. He can join that team, do all that. We do that when we play pickup ball. When we play pickup ball, we don't never go, let's make the teams even. No, we don't. We try to pick the best squad or bring the best squad and run the court. So I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. But know what you did, own what you did, stick with what you did. Don't keep talking about, now we whole again. Oh, now you're whole because you got Klay Thompson. And then you want to say, well, Steph was always the best player, even when KD was here. No, he wasn't, fool. No, he wasn't. I'm telling you right now, close your lip because you're starting to breathe in certain toxins that's got you thinking you could say all kind of crazy stuff. Something's wrong with you. There's no way to say, and even right now, as much as KD didn't get to where people thought he might get with Brooklyn, Steph Curry is not Kevin Durant. Love Steph Curry. No disrespect to him. Not at all. He's a great player, one of the greatest players. But there's a few people that's in front of him. So keep Kevin Durant out your mouth. You're showing your saltiness. You're showing that now you want to get out from under that. And I see through that. I see through that, Day. Be a man about it. Own it. That's all I got, man. Tired of softness. Soft stuff, man. These kids are soft now.
Thank you for that rant, Marc. Thank you, man. Once again, excellent job, y'all.
Thank you.
Outstanding, Marc.
Thank you.
Yes,
every time you talking about Kevin Durant, that's that ex-girlfriend talk. You still talking about the ex. Hey, you still in love with him.
Well, look here, fellas. Hey, I think we on a roll, and I want to make sure we all get our parting shots out, man. Pretty much. So it's a segment we're gonna give to Larry, our special guest. So once again, we're gonna call this our special guest segment, and tonight we got Mr. Larry Williams. So take it, Larry.
Okay, so they've been talking about, because of the portal, the basketball are gonna go, get scholarships because everybody's coming from the portal. What it's gonna take is a lot of these kids have to go NAIA, Division II, Division III, or JUCO, tear it up, and then you put your name in the portal, and then you get to pick your school, which is better than you coming out and none of those schools heard about you, because these coaches are not looking at kids right now in high school. They're looking in that portal. You got over 3,000 people in there. So what I need to go look, travel to a high school. But parents have to be aware, and these are the things that I try to educate parents on, when they're asking me things, is it fair? No. Is it what it is? It's reality. It's something we got to just deal with. And the best way to deal with it, if your son is that good, let him go somewhere, like I said, Division II, NAIA, JUCO, and tear it up. Now everybody's going to want him. Now he becomes the commodity he thought he was in high school. But that's the reality that parents are going to have to, wake up to and understand. Because unless you just gets out of high school. So I'm just trying to give that message to a lot of parents who I know their kids are playing AAU ball and they're wondering why they don't have scholarships. Hey, he went to this school, why he didn't get a scholarship, you know, and that's the reason.
Well, thank you, Larry. Thank you for that, man. You know what?
Right.
I mean, my thing is, man, you know, when I asked you to do the segment, you know what I'm saying, and you just, hey, I'm gonna have it, you know, by the end of the show, man. And the thing about it is, you know, people need to watch this show, man, because everyone brings their own element to the show, man, and that's something, man. And matter of fact, Larry, I would like for you to expand on that if you would want to, and come back. And anytime you're talking about you want to share and educate, brother, you got your seat on us with us, bro. So like I said, man, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
it. Yes. I thought we were bringing everybody. Yeah, I wanted everybody. Yeah.
What Larry was talking, that's the same thing I was telling some young men that was on my show here that play basketball here in Tulsa. That hey, it's better. It might be right now. It's better for you to go to a JUCO or NAI school and do what you got to do at those schools and go to the portal, because no coaches is looking at you right now. It's very. They look at what they're doing. They come into the school. They looking at the players. They have them come to their school and try them out, let them play against you. But unless you just dominating their team, they go into the portal, because they don't have to worry about it. They can bring someone in the portal that's more experienced, that done played college ball for 2 years, and they ain't got a lot of work to do.
I mean, you know, I look at this and I'm following this as well, and the thing is that when you're in the top tier, it's like AAU. You got a bunch of AAU teams, and all these guys ain't getting recruited in college. They look and there ain't no college coaches in the seats whatsoever. And you have teams that are on the, you know, the elite level, and then you have a whole different separate league of playing with the shoe companies, the EYBL with Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas Gauntlet. With the shoe company. So they take the best of the best. And those are the ones that are going to go to a school because they're either going to think they're going to go one and done. But everybody else is at the mid majors, the really smaller schools. It's a crapshoot. And it's a crapshoot because of twofold. Not only do the players move, but the coaches move. You look at New Mexico State. New Mexico State done had 2-3 different coaches in the last 4 years. And they've done well. They get a good coach, but as soon as that coach does well at a smaller program, they're going on to a bigger program. So it really, you know, you pick a lot of guys. They pick a lot of these guys at these small schools, and they don't know if they're really fitting the program because they're taking what's left. And, you know, it's the parents, really. It's the parents that all want their kids to go Division I and think there's only Division I. And they look down on NAIA and Division II. And it's just really funny when you look at these parents, because these parents are misguiding these kids, man. So that was a good. I want to shout out to Larry Wise. I'm glad you had him on, because I was at Larry's 2 weeks ago. Me and my son entertaining us, showing him, because prospectively my son's gonna go pro, and Larry was interested in taking a look and checking him out. Had his son train him for a few days, and they took us in and fed us, took care of us there, him and his lovely wife and his kids there. So I had a great time in Houston. And so I want to say it now. And Larry's great people, great guy. Thanks a lot, man. I wanted to definitely put that out there. And I got to go to Papados 2 times.
Oh, I knew that's hot. Hey, y'all. Hey, man. Hey, yo, before we go, man. Hey, Larry, want to thank you for coming, man. Like I said, you welcome back, man, to do your thing. And on our way, hey, I'm turning it over to my co-host. Co-host, you can talk. Keep talking, man. Do your thing. Close us out tonight. Shut us down. It's on you. And producer, we're giving it up to our co-host, Mr. Philip Townsend. Hey, fellas, next week.
Hey, look, Vance, I really only have but a few seconds that I need to say something. And that's, Democrats still haven't learned how to message something properly. The thing is that, you know, just because you're going in to try and get some of these gun safety changes made, take a stand on something. What you're doing now is you're acquiescing to the Republicans when you have the golden opportunity with all of the violence that's been going on just this past weekend and recently to get some effective gun law changes. If not, you're putting these people on record. But what do? When you know you need red flag laws, when you know you need extensive background checks, when you know you need ban on assault weapons and things of these nature, but Republicans aren't going to even come to the table with those type of things. You'll set up and say, well, okay, we'll let you do, because we want you to understand, if you do something, that's a political win for you. Don't you know they know this? That's why they're willing to just self-shoot this whole thing and literally give you nothing. And you know what happens in the end? When that bill goes in and it passes and people look and say, well, man, this is really a paper tiger. There's really no meat or substance to this that's going to cause any effective change to gun law safety. You know what the Republicans are going to say? They're going to say, well, this is the Democratic proposal. You know that they're the ones who were really pushing for gun reform, and this is what we came up with. We met them at the table. Don't blame us, the Republicans. So Democrats, just like you said to them, you can offer them up a political victory. Job well done, because that is exactly what you will get, a Republican victory by acquiescing to all of these things that aren't going to cause any type of effective change. That's all I have to say.
She's bringing us all back in, baby, and we're going to say good night, Phil. Once again, that's why
that was great.
Why you the closer, man. We're going to put you
I'm voting for you for president.
Hey,
good stuff.
Hey, fellas, don't forget next week, Sports Talk on TAN TV, the African American
Marc, mail your ballot in. Mail your ballot in, Marc.
See y'all Tuesday.
I'm independent, so I can't vote in the primary.
Oh, okay. They don't let you vote?